Hey, how you doing? My name is Chris. Welcome to my shop. Today's video is for the people who constantly ask me the same question over and over again. And it's not members of the maker community, and typically it's not the people who watch my videos that ask me this question. It's the people I meet outside of our little group of people that ask me this question every time I meet them, and the conversation turns to the fact that I do YouTube videos. They always want to know, wow, what does it take to start a YouTube channel? What do you need? That must be expensive. And actually, it's not. Or at least it doesn't have to be. So today, I'm just going to do this video for them, so that when I meet them, and I will inevitably meet them, probably, maybe even the next couple hours when I go to the store, I have a video that I can show them and point them to say this is what you need to get started. And it isn't difficult, and it isn't as expensive as you might think. I will show you how I got started and what I used to start my YouTube channel, and I'll do that next. Okay, what do you need to start a YouTube channel? Let me first preface this by saying I am not an expert in YouTube. Nor do I really want to be an expert in YouTube. This is just not the reason why I do what I do. So I'm not going to talk to you about how to build a successful YouTube channel and become, huge in the YouTube world, because that's not what this video is about. The video is about the basic equipment that you're going to want to have if you want to start a YouTube channel. And it's as easy as this. Let me explain something to you. That little montage, that little intro that you see, if you're new to my channel, I play that in every video that I do for YouTube. It's a form of branding for me. That video was one of the very first videos I ever shot. And I continue to use that as a branding agent for my channel, and probably will do so for quite some time to come. Let me show you what I used to shoot that video. I use this. If you have a smartphone, you pretty much have what you need to start a YouTube channel. Now, of course, everybody wants to upgrade and get accessories, and so before I started my YouTube channel, I did a little digging and I investigated, and I bought a little adapter for a cheap tripod that I had that would hold my smartphone, so that I would be able to position it wherever I wanted to. I think the total cost for this tripod and that little thing may have been $20. So, phone I already had, this, $20. I'll try to find links for the actual products, if they still make them, and I'll leave them down in the description below so you can take a look for yourself. But that's what I started my videos with. That's how my very first video was shot, was with that phone and with this tripod. Now, I obviously noticed that there was some things lacking in my videos. First one was this smartphone wasn't so great on picking up sound. And so I went out, and excuse me for one sec, and I bought, on Amazon, I looked for a lavalier mic. This is a little mic, that's a little pen. You can put it right here on your shirt. You can talk and it picks up audio. And it did a much better job of picking up the audio in my shop. And I think this thing, this was cheap. This is a Movo. And it's got like a 12-foot cord on it so that, I could position the camera far away and, where it... And it worked fine. And it works fine. So, $20 plus $12, $32. And that's all you need to start a YouTube channel. It really is. I get floored all the time because people are afraid to jump into this. And the whole part of this maker community and the people that are involved in it will tell you, we would love for you to start a YouTube channel because we're curious. We're nosy people. We want to see what you're doing. And if you're not sharing what you're doing the way Easy Swan would explain it, shame on you. Because if you're doing cool stuff in your shop and you're keeping it to yourself, well, you're just being greedy. So cut it out. Go start a YouTube channel. I'm telling you, you can do it with a smartphone. And this is an old smartphone. The smartphones today have much better pictures than this one took. They actually have much better sound than this one picks up. So you might be able to get away without that microphone and just use this. To start a YouTube channel, you can do it for $30 or even less. It's just that simple. I can hear it now. But, what about... Stop with the but, what about? The only other thing you need to do to produce videos is a video editing program. And I don't care if you have a Macintosh or if you have a Windows PC. They both come with free video editing software. I believe on a Macintosh it is called iMovie. On Windows it's called Movie Maker. And I can tell you this. This little setup and Windows Movie Maker is how I shot my first 30, maybe even 40 videos for YouTube. And it cost me no more than what I just said, 30 some odd dollars at the most. What you need to do and what you need to start a YouTube channel, if you even have to spend the $30, is the gear, which is a phone you probably already have, and an idea. If you have an idea and a smartphone, you've got the makings of a YouTube channel. And we would personally love to see not your gear, but your ideas. So don't be afraid to share them with us. In the spirit of knowing that if you get into this, you're going to want to upgrade eventually. Okay, my point here is that you don't have to initially. If you want to, you certainly can. If you have the money and you want to spend it, you know, that's your money. You do what you want with it. I found a need to upgrade because there was a limit. There are limitations to using just a phone. But, you know, I don't want to discourage you from starting by just using a phone because you can absolutely do this. Like I said, I did my first 30 or 40 videos using nothing more than that phone. But I did want to upgrade a little bit. And I went out and bought this. This is a Canon Vixia HFR 500 little video camera. And it was nice because it opened up. You can turn it around and you can see the screen so you knew when you were centered and when you're not. And to be quite honest with you, the video I'm shooting this on right now is the cousin to this. This is an HR 500. I broke this. We'll talk about that later. So I had to replace it, and I bought an R700. And that's what I'm currently shooting this video on. But these are cheap. Again, I'll leave a link down in the description below. I mean, for a camera, not expensive at all. $200–300 at the most, if you want to upgrade. But until you get into it, I would suggest that you don't. Go with this, and if it's working for you, and you're having fun, and you want to spend the money, well, then it's a nice little upgrade, because I actually enjoyed it very much. And the sound, this camera has, if you open it up, and look on the inside, there's a there's a microphone input and there's a headphone input. So you can use an exterior microphone with this. Now, the exterior microphone that's built into this camera does work. It just doesn't work as good as an exterior microphone that would be a little closer to you. For instance, I'll show you. This is the microphone I'm currently using. That's an Audio Technica shotgun microphone. And I bought that for one reason, and one reason only, because it helps eliminate the echo that I get in my garage. It doesn't eliminate it completely, but it's a lot better than using the $10 lavalier mic that I was using. So I did spend some money to upgrade. And if you get into this and you get involved in it, you most likely will probably want to do it too. But I can tell you this is a fact, that I know gentlemen who have a lot more subscribers than I do, who do some awesome videos, and they still shoot their videos with a setup similar to this. So you don't need to upgrade if you don't want to. If you want to, it's up to you. And you can do so for $200–300, and it's easy enough. Now that said, me being a bit of a junkie when it comes to tools, I also happen to be the son of a professional photographer. And my father, God love him, and God rest his soul, did one thing for me when I was a child. He got me into woodworking. because that was how my father enjoyed his leisure time. He enjoyed making things, which was great because I learned a lot and I got inspired by him. The one thing, though, however, that he was not in the mood to teach his son on his day off was photography, because that's what he did for a living. But I've always had an interest in it because my father was extremely successful as a photographer back in the day, working for television stations. So I bit the bullet and bought this. This is the Canon Rebel T6i. It's a DSLR camera. It's definitely a step up from this guy. And to be honest with you, I just got this. And I have yet to figure it out, but I know it's going to be a whole different animal. But I should be able to shoot cleaner, better video with this than I can with this. Although this is an HD camera, 1080p, this is going to provide me with a lot more versatility than this would. This isn't necessary. You don't need this. You don't even need this. Remember? But if you get into it and you start geeking out and you start thinking, man, I really want some toys, what can I say? I don't need this, but I bought it. And I will soon be shooting my videos with this. But again, you don't need this to start a YouTube channel. I'll leave a link to this down below, and I'll leave a link to this down below. Most likely, you don't need a link for the phone because you already have one, so, you know, you're on your own there. But if you want to start a YouTube channel, it's as simple as that. Perhaps an exterior mic if you want to go there. But please, if you have an interest and you really want to get into it, we want to see what you have to offer. And it's just like woodworking. Until you take that first step, or as my channel says, in woodworking, until you make that first cut, you don't get anything done. Go get something done. Start your own YouTube channel. We'd love to see what you have. Until then, you take care. Get out in your shop if you have one. Go make that first cut and get it done. I'll talk to you later.